Hello children, how was your day today? The weather was so lovely. Oh, I just love the warmth. Hey, I don't think I'm a winter girl, but anyway, it's only 3 months. We can get through it. So today we're going to read another Julia Donaldson book. She's very popular. And this one's called The Snail and the Whale. Now sometimes if mommy and daddy get snails in their garden, do they like having snails in the garden? They eat all the plants, hey? But anyway, this snail, I think he goes on a trip. Should we see where he goes? Okay, the snail and the whale. Right. This is a tale of a tiny snail and a great big grey-blue humpback whale. This is a rock as black as soot, and this is the snail with an itchy foot. The sea snail slithered all over the rock and gazed at the sea and the ships in the dock. As she gazed, she sniffed and sighed. The sea is deep and the world is wide. How I long to sail, said the tiny snail. Oh. Can you see her sitting there on the rock? So it says here that she's got her itchy foot. She's itchy to travel. Where does she live, children? Does she live on a farm or in the forest? No, she lives by the ocean, hey, by the dockside. Nice. There are other snails in the flock who all stuck tight to the smooth black rock and said to the snail with the itchy foot, "Be quiet, don't wriggle, sit still, stay put." But the tiny sea snail sighed and sniffed, then cried, "I've got it! I'll hitch a lift." This is the trail of the tiny snail, a silvery trail that looped and curled and said, "Lift wanted around the world." So you know, like snails leave a little slimy mark when they wriggle across the pavement or wherever they are. This snail made a sign out of that, and it said there, "Lift wanted around the world." See there, leaving the little mark? And there's all the family that told her to sit still and be quiet, stop making a noise. But that's not good enough for her. Hey, she wants to go on some travels. Right. This is the whale who came one night when the tide was high and the stars were bright. A humpback whale, immensely long, who sang to the snail a wonderful song of shimmering ice and coral caves and shooting stars and enormous waves. And this is the tale of the humpback whale. He held it out of the starlit sea and said to the snail, "Come sail with me." There's his little tail. There's the humpback whale. The very big whale, the humpback, hey? He's very kind though. He told the snail he can hitch a lift on his tail. Okay, where are they going? This is the sea, so wild and free, that carried the whale and the snail on his tail to towering icebergs and far-off lands. Oh, they went far. They saw penguins and seals. Look at that. That snail's getting around. Okay. He saw fiery mountains and golden sands. What do you see there in the background? What is that, children? It's a volcano. And what is this? What's that? It's a little monkey. Oh, I love little monkeys. There's a parrot on the rock. There's some dolphins. Do you see the dolphins swimming out the water there, jumping? Oh, the pictures are so beautiful. These are the waves that arced and crashed, that foamed and frolicked and sprayed and splashed the tiny snail on the tail of the whale. These are the caves beneath the waves, where stripy fish and feathery fins and sharks with hideous toothy grins swam around the whale and the snail on his tail. I think those sharks look scary. Oh, I think the snail's scared. I'd be scared. This is the sky, so vast and high, sometimes sunny, blue and warm, sometimes filled with a thunderstorm. with zigzag lightning flashing and frightening the tiny snail on the tail of the whale. He's like really holding on because there's lots going on. You see him there? He's still sitting on the tail. And there's the thunder and the lightning, and he's still hanging on. He's not letting go. You better not let go, he's going to get lost. As she gazed at the sky, the sea and the land, the waves and the caves and the golden sand, she gazed and gazed, amazed by it all, and she said to the whale, I feel so small. Even the writing went small. Look there. You see the writing went small. You know why she feels small? Because she's seeing the world and she realizes that she's just one tiny little part of the whole world. Traveling does that to you. But then came the day. The whale, oh no, lost his way. These are the speedboats running a race, zigging and zooming all over the place, upsetting the whale with their ear-splintering roar, making him swim too close to the shore. That's the beach. This is the tide slipping away. So there's the people with all their jet skis and their boats, and they made the whale a little bit nervous, and he couldn't hear, and it was hurting his ears, and he got stuck on the beach. They call it being beached. The whale got beached. Oh dear. And this is the whale lying beached in a bay. Quick, off the sand, back to the sea, cried the snail. Oh, I can't move on the land, I'm too big, moaned the whale. The snail felt helpless and terribly small. Then, oh, I've got it, she cried, and started to crawl. I must not fail, said the tiny snail. What is she going to do? She has a plan. This is the bell on the school in the bay, ringing the children in from their play. This is the teacher holding her chalk, telling the class, sit straight, don't talk. This is the board as black as soot, and this is the snail with the itchy foot. A snail! A snail! The teacher turns pale. Look, say the children, it's leaving a trail. This is the trail of the tiny snail, a silvery trail saying, save the whale. See, she wrote again. This time she wrote save the whale. So she's leaving a message for all the children that had just come in from their break on the blackboard. Please go save the whale. That is a clever snail. These are the children running from school, fetching the fireman, digging a pool, squirting and spraying to keep the whale cool. Oh, look at that. They all rallied together to help the whale. See how they're putting water on him? Can you see the water on his back? Sure, they're really working like a team, hey? Okay. This is the tide coming back into the bay, and these are the villagers shouting, hooray! As the whale and the snail travel safely away. Oh, look at that, they made it. And do you see all the children are waving goodbye? That was a job well done. Back to the dock and the flock on the rock, who said, oh, how time's flown, and haven't you grown? And the whale and the snail told their wonderful tale of shimmering ice and coral caves and shooting stars and enormous waves, and of how the snail, so small and frail, with a looping, curving, silvery trail, saved the life of the humpback whale. Then the humpback whale held out his tail, and on crawled snail after snail. So they told their story to all the snails on the rock, and they were so excited they decided to join them. They all got onto his tail. He's like the boat for the snails. He's in the tourism industry now. And they sang to the sea as they all set sail on the tail of the grey-blue humpback whale. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Can you see them all sitting there? Oh, look look at that. And he seems quite happy about it, hey? Right, isn't that cute? So he's become a friend of the snails. So now I want to ask you children, if you ever go down to the beach again and you see a little animal that is in need of rescue, I hope that you will rescue that, whether it's a whale or a seal or a starfish or a crab. We must protect our environment, hey? Protect our waters, and don't leave your rubbish on the beach. I see in Milnerton, there's a lot of people that go and they collect the rubbish off the beach. They wear their gloves and they put all the rubbish into black bags. So maybe you could get involved with a cause like that, because there's so much plastic in the ocean. It's very sad for the fish, eh? We've watched videos on what those things do to our fish. So if you could be there to help the animals of the ocean and the fish, that would be awesome. Okay, well, you must sleep tight, and I hope that you have pleasant dreams. Maybe you dream of a whale taking you on holiday. Where would you like to go on holiday if you were a little snail on the back of a whale on his tail? Where would you like to go? Okay, we see you. Hey, see you tomorrow. Bye.